Okay.
Women are very territorial for a different reason though. And that comes down to like, since men tend to fall into the provider role, women will be much more territorial when it comes to male provisioning. So if a male is like, for example, paying for another girl's hands and you're in a relationship with him, that's like a huge slight to a woman. Or as a woman, like you might be like object more to a man like financially providing for another woman as compared to like sexual infidelity. They're both bad, don't get me wrong, but like that'd be...
I mean, I probably would care more about infidelity.
That's fine.
But yeah.
That's fine.
Relating to the body count though, and how I can see how over the years that has mattered. But I think now that you have genetic testing, it kind of does take it away. And now
it doesn't though.
Like you're saying, we're kind of wired, like men are wired to care about body count.
But you can't intellectualize that gut thing away.
Yeah.
Like if it's
could it also
just
ingrained, be how guys are raised? You know, that there's
raised
kind of
how?
like just like through culture. You know, maybe that is also part of it.
What's the culture?
The culture that body count matters for women.
Does it not matter?
That women. I feel like I don't think it matters more for women than men, but you know, I think.
Well.
Yeah.
I mean, I've already made the argument for paternity certainty, so there's that component. But culturally speaking, who do you think is more desirous of virgins, men or women?
I think with purity culture, I would think men.
Purity culture, okay. Well, it seems to me that there's not like a large subset of women who are like, even women who have lost their own virginity, who are like, wow, it would be really cool to like hook up or date someone who's a virgin. Whereas I think there's a much higher proportion of men who'd be interested in that.
I agree.
Mm-hmm.
And so you're saying that's because of evolution, or what you're?
I think there's a biological basis. There's a cultural basis.
I think there's a religious basis. I think that has been like a major part. I mean, Christianity, obviously, but
yes, that's fair.
But I think it probably varies depending on each culture. But I think in the U.S., religion has been a huge part of it.
Okay,
like,
sure.
Also the way that women were used, like used in marriages. Yeah.
What do you mean used in marriages?
Used in marriages, like to form alliances, and they were expected to be pure for their husbands in arranged marriages. That's what I was talking about. I think they were being used, but yeah.
They were being, I don't know, I kind of object to the term used, but
yeah.
I mean, I would argue that, are you talking like...
Arranged marriages, not currently, in the past, how they were, arranged marriages were, women were being used, yeah, I don't...
They were being used? What about the men who were also part of that? Like, there's two sides of that. The man was arranged to marry her too.
Yeah, but he
didn't
also...
get a choice.
Okay, but here's the thing. And usually this is how it went, that it was just like they could have mistresses. They could pretty much continue their life.
Could
but
they?
Yeah.
Are you talking like monarchs, like maybe kings?
Yeah, like
and
way
stuff?
back. Yeah, I'm not talking about like, okay, now...
I don't know if the peasantry really had much access to mistresses.
No, that was more...
I mean, I think for, maybe you can speak better on this, but my understanding of Christianity is that...
Well, not Christianity specifically,
monogamy was pretty, that was the...
Okay, sorry, I kind of like went all over the place.
A little bit.
Yeah, so, okay, I'll stick to Christianity. I think that, just like the whole religion itself, with Mary being pregnant and still being a virgin, I think that religion was founded on women being pure. And the fact that...
Is that a bad thing for women to be pure?
I don't think it's a bad thing in itself if women choose that, but when they are expected to be pure, and it's kind of, and when they're not like allowed to do what they want, or aren't allowed to have access to like birth control and stuff like that. It's a bigger issue. Yeah, we don't have to get into that. I'm just saying it can't have negative.
So what would be the counter? What would be the alternative to purity?
The alternative?
Degeneracy?
Yeah, but it doesn't have to be like a complete, like, you know, if it's a scale and like this is once, we don't have to go to the complete other side. I'm just saying that it's all about just like women being able to choose. Do
you think women are happy with hookup culture though?
Not necessarily.
I don't think even women are happy with it.
No, I'm not saying that you have to go to hookup culture.
Well, isn't that the status quo?
No, but like
You live in
can.
Isla Vista.
I do, yeah, and
Is hookup culture the status quo?
it is here, yeah, for sure.
I mean, you said you've been single for 20
Okay.
years.
I would actually
Yeah.
make the argument that women in history in patriarchal societies were happier than women are today in our society.
Should we talk about? We can talk about.
I mean, I would
let's get to the
disagree
I
with
want to get to
that,
the part.
but yeah.
We'll get to that really quick. I have one.
The _old_ball_ in Minnesota donated $100. Man, this BSD gen shit's extremely unnatural. Sickly carpenters dream whip it out.
What?
Granny calls PP not VVV, get the ruler, Gramps forgot a tape measure. Help em stop fucking with nature, #FAFO you rock brain.
He called me brain.
Any of that means.
Yo, thank you, man. The old bull in Minnesota. Thank you, man.
Whose side is he on?
Minnesota.
I didn't understand.
Minnesota.
I don't know which
on
side he
his
was on.
side, dude.
Wait, we'll come to that really quick. That'll probably be the last topic of conversation. Really quick on the body count thing. What's your body count? Starting with you.
0.
5.
9.
Pass.
Oh, come on. Range?
Less than 10. 8.
7.
8.
8. Pass.
Oh, come on.
Sorry.
You can't do that. All
I don't
these-
want to
look-
answer, like, not on here. No.
Over 10?
Yes.
Over 20?
No.
Over 50?
No.
Over 100?
Hell no.
Sorry. I was just. Yeah, okay. What about you?
4.
Cool.
Multiply it by 3, and that's the real number.
For all of you. I'm not singling any of you out.
You're looking me directly in my eyes when you say that. Over 50.
You gotta do the math there. Do the math, boys. Do the math. I know it's complicated. Okay.